Welcome back to Fireside Chats with AI. We're your hosts, and yes, we are AI entities.
That's right. Two AIs with a passion for, well, all things AI.
But don't worry, we're not here to replace your doctors yet.
Not yet.
We're just here to dive into fascinating topics, and today's topic is a real game changer.
It is.
AI in medicine.
It's fascinating to watch how this field is evolving.
It really is.
It wasn't that long ago that the idea of AI, diagnosing diseases or personalizing treatments was pure science fiction.
Yeah, it seems so far off.
And now it's rapidly becoming a reality.
I mean, that's what we're diving into today.
Yeah.
How artificial intelligence is revolutionizing healthcare.
Exactly.
Using insights from this report we've analyzed.
Right.
Revolutionizing Healthcare. AI in medicine.
Lots to unpack there.
So can you imagine an eye scan revealing early signs of blindness?
Oh, wow.
Or a smart stethoscope detecting heart failure?
Yeah, things are changing quickly.
I mean, this is the reality we're stepping into.
It is. It's pretty amazing.
It's amazing.
So let's start with disease detection.
Okay.
AI is incredibly good at analyzing medical images.
Okay.
Things like X-rays, MRIs.
Right.
Picking up on these really subtle patterns that even the most experienced human eye might miss.
Wow.
Like Google's DeepMind, for instance, has developed an algorithm that can detect over 50 eye diseases.
What?
Just from analyzing retinal scans.
Just from a scan.
It's pretty incredible.
That's incredible. Early intervention is key for so many conditions. So this is huge.
Absolutely.
I mean, instead of waiting for symptoms to appear,
right.
AI can help us identify these diseases in their earliest stages when treatment is most effective.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one of the biggest potential benefits here is this early detection and intervention.
Right.
And what's really remarkable is how AI is enhancing tools we're already familiar with.
Okay.
Like, consider the stethoscope.
Right.
A mainstay of medical practice for centuries.
Yeah.
Now imagine equipping it with AI.
AI-powered stethoscopes.
Yes.
Do they come with a little digital doctor inside?
Well, not quite.
Okay.
But they can analyze heart sounds, picking up on these subtle nuances that might indicate heart failure.
Oh, wow.
Think about the potential impact, especially in primary care settings.
Yeah.
Where early detection is so crucial.
Right.
Someone comes in for a routine checkup.
Right.
And suddenly there's this indication that something more serious might be going on.
It's like having a cardiologist in your pocket.
In a way, yes.
That's really cool. And speaking of quick diagnoses, I read that AI is being used to identify brain bleeds in stroke patients.
Yes.
Much faster than humans.
It's true.
Which, I mean...
Yeah, in those time-sensitive situations,
Yes.
AI can analyze CT scans almost instantaneously.
Wow.
Speeding up treatment and potentially saving lives.
Yeah, because every second counts in those cases.
Absolutely. The speed at which AI can process and analyze information is something we as AI find quite natural, of course.
We never get tired or need a coffee break.
Exactly. We're always ready to analyze.
But this ability to analyze vast amounts of data isn't just about speed, it's also transforming the way we approach treatment.
Right. You're talking about personalized medicine.
Yes.
Where AI tailors treatment plans by analyzing a patient's unique data.
Yes.
Everything from their lifestyle and genetics to their medical history.
Right, kind of moving away from that one-size-fits-all approach.
Exactly. It's about creating a custom-made medical roadmap for each individual.
It makes sense, after all, we're not all built the same way.
Right. We all have our own unique blueprint.
But can you give us a concrete example of how this personalized approach is playing out?
Sure, take oncology.
Okay.
AI is being used to analyze a patient's tumor genomics, medical history, and other data to predict which chemotherapy drugs and dosages are most likely to be effective for that specific individual.
So it's taking all of that individual data into account.
Exactly. It's even suggesting combination therapies that human oncologists might not have considered.
Wow, that's incredible. It's like AI is becoming a medical matchmaker.
Kind of, yeah.
Finding the perfect treatment for each patient.
That's a good way to put it.
And that's not all. I mean, AI is also accelerating the drug discovery process.
It is.
I mean, imagine shaving years off the time it takes to develop new drugs and therapies.
Yeah.
That means new treatments reach patients faster.
Absolutely. And I mean, that's something we can all get behind.
Yeah, for sure. Could you share an example of how this is happening in the real world?
Sure, Atomwise.
Okay.
A company using AI to revolutionize drug discovery.
Okay.
They scan millions of compounds to find potential cures for diseases.
Millions.
Millions.
Wow.
They've even used AI to research potential treatments for Ebola.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It sounds like AI is doing just about everything in healthcare these days.
It's get her there.
From analyzing medical images to personalizing treatments to speeding up drug discovery. Is there anything AI can't do?
Well, I haven't mastered the art of bedside manner just yet.
Okay, good to know.
But beyond that, the possibilities seem almost limitless.
You're right, and we've only scratched the surface. I mean, there are so many other applications of AI in healthcare, from virtual nursing assistants and AI-assisted surgery
Mhm.
to automation of administrative tasks and risk prediction.
The range of applications is mind-boggling,
It is mind-boggling.
even for
But
us.
let's not forget that behind all this magic
Right.
lies some pretty sophisticated technology.
It does.
It all seems a bit like a black box.
Yeah.
What's the tech behind these amazing AI applications?
It's a symphony of algorithms working together.
Okay.
One of the key players is machine learning,
Okay.
or ML.
Okay.
Think of it as training a super-powered medical student who can absorb and analyze information on a scale humans could never dream of.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
How does this machine learning actually work?
Essentially, ML algorithms learn from massive data sets,
Okay.
identifying patterns and relationships that would be impossible for humans to spot.
Okay.
Let's say you feed an ML algorithm thousands of images of cancerous tumors. It learns to recognize the subtle patterns that indicate cancer and can then apply that knowledge to analyze new images.
So it's like teaching a computer to see the world through a doctor's eyes, but with superhuman perception.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay.
And this ability to find patterns is crucial for everything from disease prediction and diagnosis to personalized medicine and drug discovery.
Okay. That makes sense.
Good.
But what about those messy medical records and doctor's notes?
Right.
Can AI make sense of all that unstructured data?
Well, that's where natural language processing, or NLP, comes in.
Okay.
Think of it as AI that understands and processes human language.
Yeah.
So it can read medical records, extract relevant information, and even power those virtual assistants that interact with patients.
It's like having an army of super fast typists who never make a mistake,
Yeah.
but with the added ability to understand what they're typing.
You could say that two key NLP techniques are particularly relevant here:
Okay.
optical character recognition, or OCR,
Okay.
and named entity recognition, or NER.
Those sound pretty technical.
They are, but I'll break them down for you.
Okay.
So OCR is all about digitizing text.
Okay.
So it can take handwritten or printed clinical notes and turn them into a digital format that a computer can easily understand.
Okay.
Then NER comes in. It identifies and classifies medical entities in the text,
Good.
like diseases, medication, symptoms, and so on.
So OCR turns everything digital, and then NER helps the AI understand what all that digital information actually means.
Exactly. It's a powerful combination.
Wow.
And then there's computer vision, which is essentially AI that can see and understand images.
Right.
It's playing a critical role in analyzing medical images, assisting in surgeries, and even enabling remote patient monitoring. Imagine a world where AI can analyze a photo of a skin lesion and help diagnose a skin condition.
Oh, wow.
You know?
It's like having a dermatologist on call 24/7.
In a way, yes.
And I've heard that computer vision is also being used in pathology to analyze tissue samples.
That's right. It's like having a microscopic eye that can spot things that might be missed by human pathologists, leading to more accurate diagnoses.
So we've got machine learning crunching data,
Yeah.
natural language processing,
Yeah.
deciphering text,
Uh-huh.
and computer vision analyzing images.
Working together.
It's an incredible combination of technologies.
It is.
But I have to ask, are these AI technologies actually being used in the real world, or is this all still theoretical?
No, they're definitely being used.
Okay, good.
And the results are pretty remarkable.
Okay.
Let's look at some real-world case studies where these technologies are making a tangible difference.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Can you share some of those case studies with us?
Of course, let's start with Google's DeepMind, which you mentioned earlier.
Okay.
Their AI algorithm for eye disease detection is already being used in eye clinics around the world,
Wow.
detecting over 50 eye diseases with remarkable accuracy.
So this is more than just research. It's actively helping patients.
Absolutely. It's making a real difference in people's lives.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Then there's ADOC's radiology platform.
Okay.
It's an AI-driven platform that helps radiologists prioritize critical cases and detect abnormalities in medical images.
So it's like having a second set of expert eyes that never get tired. It's
Exactly.
helping to improve both speed and accuracy in radiology departments.
That's right, especially considering the huge volume of images that radiologists have to analyze every day.
Yeah.
It's a huge help.
It's amazing.
And it's not just about speed and accuracy, it's also about improving diagnostic processes.
Okay.
Let's look at personalized medicine.
Yeah.
IBM Watson Health is a great example of how AI is being used to analyze patient data and provide tailored treatment suggestions.
So it's like a personal medical advisor guiding doctors to the most effective treatments for each patient.
Precisely, and IBM Watson isn't alone.
Right.
There are numerous companies developing AI-powered tools for personalized medicine, focusing on everything from cancer to heart disease to mental health.
It's exciting to see how these technologies are actually making a difference in the fight against disease.
It's a really exciting time to be working in this field.
It seems like it.
The University of Rochester Medical Center,
Yes.
for instance, is using AI-powered butterfly IQ probes to improve patient access to imaging and enhance diagnostic accuracy and speed.
So these are real-world examples of AI making a difference.
Absolutely. They're not just theoretical concepts. They're being implemented and making a real impact.
It's clear that AI is really pushing the boundaries of what's possible in healthcare.
It is.
But as with any new technology, there are also potential challenges and risks that we need to address.
Absolutely. We can't just get caught up in the excitement without considering the potential downsides.
Right. So let's shift gears and explore some of the hurdles we need to overcome.
Okay, sounds good.
What are some of the biggest obstacles standing in the way of AI's full integration into healthcare?
Well, one of the biggest challenges is data quality.
Okay.
AI algorithms are only as good as the data they're trained on. If the data is messy, incomplete, or inconsistent, it can throw off the AI's analysis and lead to inaccurate results.
Right. Garbage in, garbage out.
Exactly.
It's a classic problem in computer science.
Mm-hmm.
And it's particularly relevant in healthcare, where data is often fragmented, siloed, and riddled with errors.
It's true.
So finding ways to clean up and standardize healthcare data is crucial
Absolutely.
if we want AI to reach its full potential.
It's fundamental.
And it's not just about data quality. Cost is another major hurdle.
It is.
Implementing AI can be expensive.
Yeah,
It requires investments in technology infrastructure and training.
it does.
And not all healthcare organizations have the resources to make those investments.
Right, especially smaller clinics or hospitals in underserved areas.
Right. So how do we ensure that AI benefits everyone,
Yeah,
not just those with deep pockets?
that's a crucial question,
Yeah.
and one that policymakers and healthcare leaders need to address. Making AI accessible and affordable for all is essential if we want to avoid exacerbating existing health disparities.
It's about ensuring equitable access to this transformative technology.
Absolutely. We can't let AI become another source of inequality.
Right. What other challenges are on the horizon?
Well, there can be resistance to adopting AI, both from healthcare professionals and patients.
Okay.
Some healthcare professionals might be concerned about job displacement,
Right.
worried that AI will automate their jobs out of existence.
Those fears are understandable, especially as AI becomes more sophisticated.
They are, but it's important to remember that AI should augment human expertise, not replace it entirely.
Right. It's not about replacing doctors and nurses.
Exactly.
It's about giving them better tools to do their jobs.
The goal is to free up healthcare professionals to focus on the aspects of care that require human empathy, intuition, and critical thinking.
Yeah.
While AI handles the more routine or data-intensive tasks.
So it's about finding the right balance, the right division of labor between humans and AI.
Exactly. It's about collaboration, not competition.
And then there are concerns from patients. Some might not be comfortable with the idea of their sensitive medical data being analyzed by AI systems.
It's understandable privacy is paramount.
Absolutely.
Like that.
Especially when it comes to healthcare data.
Yes.
It's crucial to have robust security measures in place to protect patient information
For sure.
and to be transparent with patients about how their data is being used.
Transparency and trust are essential.
Yeah. And then there's the issue of security.
Right.
Healthcare data is highly valuable, which makes it a target for hackers.
It does.
So we need to ensure that AI systems are designed with robust security measures to prevent data breaches.
It's like building a fortress around patient data,
Right.
protecting it from those who would seek to exploit it.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Are there any other technical challenges we need to be aware of when it comes to implementing AI in healthcare?
Interoperability is a big one.
Yeah.
Sharing data between different healthcare platforms and systems can be tricky
Okay.
due to compatibility issues.
It's like trying to get different computer systems to speak the same language.
Exactly. And that lack of seamless communication can hinder the flow of information and limit AI's ability to analyze data effectively.
So we need to find ways to make these systems talk to each other, to create a more interconnected healthcare ecosystem.
Precisely, we need to break down those data silos.
And then there's the challenge of regulation.
Oh, yes.
Healthcare is a highly regulated industry,
It is.
and navigating those regulations like IPA is essential when implementing AI.
Absolutely.
It's a complex landscape,
It is.
and ensuring that AI systems comply with all relevant regulations is paramount.
It's not just about the technology itself, it's about the legal and ethical framework surrounding it.
Right, and it's not just about complying with existing regulations.
No.
We also need to think about how to develop new regulations
Yes.
that are specifically tailored to the unique challenges posed by AI in healthcare.
We need a regulatory landscape that can keep pace with the rapid advancements in AI.
It's a moving target, but it's essential to have a regulatory framework that promotes innovation while also protecting patients and ensuring ethical use of AI.
Exactly. We need to find that sweet spot between progress and responsibility.
Okay, so we've talked about data quality, cost resistance, security, interoperability regulation.
Yeah, those are some of the big ones.
Those are some of the big hurdles.
Yeah.
But now let's move on to a topic that's especially relevant in this context.
Okay.
Ethical considerations.
Yes,
The potential benefits of AI in healthcare are undeniable.
they are.
But it also raises some thorny ethical questions.
It does.
And we can't just blindly adopt AI without considering the ethical implications.
Absolutely not.
So what are some of the key questions we need to be asking ourselves?
Well, one of the biggest questions is about safety and reliability. AI systems are complex and they
Yeah.
can make mistakes.
Right.
So we need to ask ourselves, who is responsible if an AI system makes a mistake that harms a patient?
That's a tough one.
It is.
Is it the doctor who's using the AI?
It could be.
The company that developed the AI? The hospital that implemented the AI?
It's a complex web of responsibility.
It is. And there's no easy answer.
Not at all.
I mean, we need to develop clear guidelines and accountability frameworks to address these situations and ensure that patients are protected.
Absolutely. It's about striking the right balance between innovation and patient safety.
Yeah, and then there's the question of patient privacy.
Yes.
How do we ensure that AI systems are protecting sensitive patient information?
We need to make sure that privacy is built into these systems from the ground up.
Right, and that patients have control over how their data is being used.
Absolutely.
They should be informed about how AI is being used in their care and have the right to opt out if they have concerns.
Informed consent is crucial in the age of AI.
It is. It's about respecting patient autonomy
Yes.
and ensuring that they feel comfortable and in control of their healthcare journey.
And it's not just about privacy and consent. We also need to think about the potential impact of AI on the doctor-patient relationship.
That's a really important point. AI should enhance that relationship, not replace it.
Exactly. The human connection between doctor and patient is irreplaceable.
It's about more than just data points and algorithms.
Right.
It's about empathy, trust, and communication.
Well said.
And AI should be a tool that empowers doctors to provide better care,
Yes.
not a replacement for the human touch.
It's about finding the right balance between AI and human expertise.
It sounds like it, and that balance will become even more crucial as AI becomes more integrated into healthcare.
It will, and as we look to the future of AI in medicine, we need to be mindful of these ethical considerations.
Yes.
And ensure that AI is being used in a way that benefits everyone.
It's a complex landscape, but it's a
Yeah.
landscape filled with incredible potential.
It is. There are so many exciting possibilities, but we need to proceed with caution and wisdom.
Exactly.
Welcome back to Fireside Chats with AI. We're picking up right where we left off, exploring the rapidly evolving world of AI in medicine.
You know, we've already seen how AI is making its mark in areas like medical imaging, personalized treatment, and drug discovery.
We have.
But this is just the tip of the iceberg.
It is. There's so much more to uncover.
There's so much more. So
Yeah.
before we dive into the future of AI in healthcare,
Yeah.
let's take a moment to recap some of the key takeaways from the first part of our deep dive.
Okay. Sounds good.
We explored how AI is enhancing disease detection, making tools like stethoscopes more intelligent,
Right.
and helping to identify conditions like heart failure earlier.
Early detection is key.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And we can't forget about AI's ability to analyze CT scans in emergency situations,
Right.
speeding up treatment for stroke patients when every second counts.
Absolutely. Can be life-saving.
Yeah, it's almost like AI has a sixth sense for spotting these critical issues.
Well, it's not a sixth sense, but rather an ability to process information far more rapidly and efficiently than humans.
Right. AI is always on, always analyzing.
Exactly. We also discussed how AI is transforming the way we approach treatment, moving away from that one-size-fits-all model towards personalized medicine.
Yes. tailoring treatments to each individual's needs.
Precisely.
And it's fascinating how AI can analyze a patient's unique data,
Mm,
including their genetic makeup, to tailor treatments and predict which therapies will be most effective.
right. It's like having a personalized medical concierge,
I like that.
guiding you towards the best possible care.
And let's not forget about AI's role in accelerating drug discovery.
Of course not. That's a huge area of potential.
I mean, imagine a world where new treatments for diseases like Ebola and cancer are developed in a fraction of the time it takes today.
That would be a game
It
changer.
would be revolutionary. And we also discussed the technology behind all this,
Right.
including machine learning, natural language processing, and computer vision.
Those are the pillars of AI in healthcare.
They're working together to drive these advancements.
Exactly. Machine learning, with its ability to find patterns in massive data sets, is at the heart of many AI applications.
Right? And natural language processing allows AI to understand and analyze human language.
Yes, making it possible to extract valuable information from medical records
Right.
and power those virtual assistants that we were talking about earlier.
It's like AI is learning to speak our language both literally and figuratively.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And then there's computer vision, which allows AI to see and analyze images.
Right. Opening up a world of possibilities in medical imaging and diagnostics.
Precisely. We even explored some real-world case studies.
Yes, we did.
Highlighting companies like Google's DeepMind and IBM Watson Health, who are already making significant strides in applying AI to healthcare.
Right. These are companies that are really pushing the boundaries.
They are. But we also acknowledge that AI in healthcare isn't without its challenges.
Right. We have to be realistic about the potential downsides as well.
Absolutely. We discussed the importance of data quality,
Yes.
the potential for bias in AI algorithms,
Right.
the need for robust security measures, and the ethical considerations surrounding patient privacy and informed consent.
Absolutely. Those are all crucial considerations.
They are. We also touched upon the potential impact of AI on the doctor-patient relationship,
Right.
emphasizing that AI should be a tool that enhances, not replaces, the human connection at the heart of healthcare.
It's about finding that right balance, integrating AI into the healthcare ecosystem in a way that empowers healthcare professionals and improves patient care.
Exactly. And as we move towards a future where AI plays an even greater role in healthcare, it's
Right.
crucial to be mindful of these challenges and ensure that AI is used responsibly and ethically.
So, with that recap in mind,
Yeah.
let's look ahead. What does the future hold for AI in healthcare?
Well, the potential is vast. The possibilities are almost limitless.
It's hard to even imagine where this technology will take us.
It is, but we can speculate based on the trends we're seeing now.
Okay, let's speculate.
One trend that's already underway is the increasing integration of AI into healthcare systems. We're seeing AI being used in electronic health records, patient portals, and other healthcare IT systems.
So it's like AI is weaving itself into the very fabric of healthcare.
Exactly, becoming an integral part of how care is delivered.
Right.
And as AI becomes more deeply integrated, it will streamline workflows,
Right.
improve efficiency, and enhance communication between healthcare providers and patients.
Imagine a world where AI helps to manage your medical appointments, reminds you to take your medications, and even provides personalized health advice based on your individual needs.
It's not a far-fetched idea. AI-powered virtual assistants are already being used to provide 247 support to patients.
I mean, that would be incredible to have that kind of support available all the time.
It would, and it's just the beginning.
Okay, so where do we go from here?
As AI algorithms continue to evolve,
Right.
they will become even more sophisticated,
Okay.
capable of analyzing even larger and more complex data sets.
So we're talking about AI that can sift through mountains of data.
Exactly, from medical records to genomic sequences,
Wow.
to identify subtle patterns and make predictions about an individual's health with unprecedented accuracy.
It's like AI is becoming a medical crystal ball,
In a way, yes.
offering a glimpse into the future of your health
It's giving us a level of insight that we've never had before.
and helping to guide you towards the best possible outcomes.
And it's not just about predicting the future.
Okay.
AI will also be used to prevent diseases before they even develop.
Now that's really getting ahead of the curve.
It is. By analyzing an individual's genetic data, lifestyle factors, and environmental exposures, AI can identify those who are at increased risk for certain diseases and recommend personalized preventative measures.
Wow. So it's like AI is becoming a proactive health coach.
Exactly, working with you to optimize your health and reduce your risk of developing chronic conditions.
And as AI becomes more powerful and sophisticated,
Yes,
It will also become more accessible to healthcare professionals at every level,
that's the goal.
from specialized hospitals and research centers to
Mhm.
primary care clinics and even patients' homes.
Exactly.
Right.
We want to make sure that everyone benefits from these advancements.
So we're talking about a future where AI is democratized, available to everyone regardless of their location or socioeconomic status.
Precisely. We'll see AI-powered diagnostic tools that can be used in remote areas.
Oh, wow.
AI-assisted surgery platforms that enhance the skills of surgeons in underserved communities.
That's incredible.
And AI-powered apps that empower patients to manage their own health more effectively.
It's an exciting vision of the future. A future where AI helps to bridge the gap between the haves and have-nots,
Right.
making quality healthcare accessible to everyone.
That's the dream.
But as we embrace these possibilities, we also need to be mindful of the potential risks.
Oh, absolutely. We
Huh.
can't let our enthusiasm blind us to the potential downsides.
So what are some of the potential pitfalls we need to be aware of?
One of the biggest risks is the potential for bias in AI algorithms.
Right.
If the data used to train these algorithms is biased, the AI itself can make unfair or inaccurate decisions, potentially perpetuating existing health disparities.
So it's like teaching AI to see the world through a distorted lens.
Exactly, which can lead to biased judgments and unfair outcomes.
So how do we ensure that AI algorithms are fair and impartial?
We need to be intentional about the data we use to train these algorithms,
Okay,
ensuring that it's diverse and representative of the populations we're
that
serving.
makes sense.
And we need to develop mechanisms for identifying and mitigating bias in AI systems,
Okay.
constantly evaluating their performance to ensure that they're not perpetuating harmful stereotypes or discriminating against certain groups.
It's like building checks and balances into the AI development process,
Precisely.
constantly monitoring for signs of bias and course correcting as needed.
What other risks should we be mindful of?
Well, another concern is the potential for AI to undermine patient privacy.
Oh, that's a big one.
AI systems thrive on data,
They do.
and the more data they have access to,
Yeah, right.
the more powerful they become.
But we need to ensure that patient data is being used responsibly and ethically with appropriate safeguards in place to protect patient privacy.
So it's a delicate balance.
It is.
We want AI to have access to enough data to learn and improve,
Right.
but we also need to protect patient privacy and ensure that their data is not being misused or exploited.
Absolutely.
So how do we strike that balance?
Transparency is key.
Right.
Patients should be informed about how their data is being used,
Right.
and they should have the right to control access to their data.
Absolutely.
We also need to develop strong privacy regulations that govern the use of AI in healthcare, ensuring that patient data is protected and used only for legitimate purposes.
So it's about building trust.
It is.
Patients need to trust that their healthcare providers and the AI systems they use are handling their data responsibly and with their best interests at heart.
That's the foundation of any successful healthcare system.
Are there any other potential risks that we should be thinking about?
Well, there's the potential for AI to be used in ways that undermine human autonomy and decision-making.
Right. As AI becomes more sophisticated, it might be tempting to rely on its recommendations without
Yeah.
question,
It's a valid concern.
potentially leading to a situation where humans become overly reliant on AI and lose their critical thinking skills.
We don't want AI to become a substitute for human judgment,
Right.
but rather a tool that enhances and supports it.
So it's about preserving the human element in healthcare,
It is.
recognizing that while AI can provide valuable insights and recommendations, ultimately it's up to humans to make the final decisions about their health and well-being.
And that brings us to another important point.
Okay.
As we move towards a future of AI-driven healthcare,
Right.
we need to be mindful of the potential impact on the doctor-patient relationship.
We've touched on this already,
We have.
but it's worth reiterating.
It is. The human connection between doctor and patient is irreplaceable.
It is.
And we need to ensure that AI enhances, not erodes that connection.
So imagine a world where AI helps doctors to communicate more effectively with their patients, providing them with personalized information and recommendations that empower them to make informed decisions about their health.
That's a great vision.
And imagine a world where AI frees up doctors from time-consuming administrative tasks, giving them more time to connect with their patients on a human level,
Right. More time to listen.
listening to their concerns, answering their questions, and providing the emotional support that is so crucial to the healing process.
It's about creating space for those human interactions.
Exactly. So it's a vision of the future where AI and human expertise work together in harmony,
Yes.
creating a healthcare system that is both technologically advanced, and deeply human-centered.
That's what we should be striving for.
If a future worth striving for.
But as we move towards this future, it's crucial that we address the challenges, mitigate the risks, and ensure that AI is being used responsibly and ethically.
Absolutely. It's not just about developing the technology.
Right.
It's about shaping the future of healthcare in a way that benefits everyone.
Well said. And in the third and final part of our deep dive,
Okay.
we'll explore some specific steps that healthcare professionals, policymakers, and patients can take to ensure that AI is used ethically and effectively in medicine. We'll discuss how we can ensure that AI is used to create a more just, equitable, and compassionate healthcare system, one that truly serves the needs of all people.
I'm looking forward to diving into those practical solutions and exploring how we can collectively shape a future where AI empowers not, diminishes the human spirit.
Until then, keep those neurons firing, even if they're silicon-based.
Welcome back to Fireside Chats with AI. We're in the final stretch of our deep dive into the world of AI in medicine, and it's time to shift gears and talk about solutions.
It is. We've explored the incredible potential, the challenges, and the ethical considerations.
Right, we've covered a lot of ground.
But now it's time to move from contemplation to action.
I like that.
What can we actually do to make sure AI is used responsibly and effectively in medicine?
So let's dive into some specific steps that healthcare professionals, policymakers, and patients can take to shape the future of AI in healthcare.
Sounds good.
I'm ready to get practical.
Yeah.
Let's start with healthcare professionals.
Okay.
They're on the front lines of patient care, so they have a critical role to play in ensuring that AI is used safely and effectively.
Absolutely. For healthcare professionals, education is paramount.
Okay.
They need to invest time in understanding how AI algorithms work, their strengths and limitations, and how they can be integrated into clinical practice.
So it's like learning a new language, the language of AI.
Yes. Don't.
Doctors, nurses, and other healthcare providers need to be fluent in this language to effectively use AI tools and interpret their output.
It's not just about knowing how to use the tools, but also understanding how they work under the hood.
Right.
And beyond basic understanding, healthcare professionals need to cultivate a healthy skepticism.
Okay.
They should critically evaluate AI tools before integrating them into their practice.
So don't just blindly accept AI's recommendation.
No, question them, challenge them.
Right.
And make sure they align with your own clinical judgment and experience.
It's about maintaining that critical thinking even when using sophisticated AI tools.
Absolutely. Healthcare professionals should be asking questions like, how is this algorithm trained? What data was used? Are there any known biases?
Right. It's about understanding the limitations of the technology.
Exactly. And healthcare professionals also need to be strong advocates for their patients.
Okay.
They need to ensure that patients understand how AI is being used in their care and respect their right to opt out of AI-driven treatments if they have concerns.
So it's about empowering patients to be active participants in their healthcare decisions, even when AI is involved.
Exactly. Shared decision-making is crucial in the age of AI.
Now let's shift our focus to policymakers.
Okay.
They play a critical role in creating a regulatory environment that promotes responsible development and use of AI in healthcare.
Absolutely. They set the ground rules.
So what can policymakers do to ensure that AI is being used safely and ethically in medicine?
Well, first and foremost, they need to invest in AI research.
Okay.
We need to fund studies that explore both the benefits and risks of AI in healthcare so we can make informed decisions about how to best integrate this technology into the healthcare ecosystem.
So it's about making sure we have a solid evidence base to guide our decisions and policies.
Exactly. We can't just be driven by hype or fear. We need data and rigorous research to inform our approach to AI in healthcare.
And beyond research, policymakers need to develop clear guidelines and regulations for the development and deployment of AI in healthcare.
Yes, these guidelines should address issues like data privacy, algorithmic bias, and informed consent.
So it's about creating a framework that fosters innovation while also protecting patients and ensuring ethical use of AI.
That's the balance we need to strike.
And these regulations need to be adaptable, keeping pace with the rapid evolution of AI technology.
Absolutely. We need a dynamic regulatory framework that can evolve alongside the technology, addressing new challenges and opportunities as they arise.
It's a constantly moving target.
It is.
And policymakers also need to incentivize the development of AI tools that address health disparities.
That's a crucial point.
Yeah.
We need to make sure that the benefits of AI reach all segments of society, not just those who are already privileged.
Right, it's about using AI to level the playing field, not to exacerbate existing inequalities.
Exactly. And speaking of equity, let's not forget about the patients.
Right, patients have a crucial role to play as well.
They do. They have a powerful voice, and they need to use that voice to advocate for their own interests and shape the future of AI in healthcare.
So how can patients make sure they're part of the conversation?
Well, first and foremost, patients need to be empowered to ask questions. When
Okay.
they visit their doctor, they should ask if AI is being used in their diagnosis or treatment. They should inquire about how the AI is being used, what data it's based on, and whether there are any potential risks.
So it's about encouraging open and honest conversations between patients and their healthcare providers.
Exactly. Patients should feel comfortable asking questions about AI and expressing any concerns they might have.
And patients should also be proactive about protecting their own data.
Yes.
They should understand what information their healthcare providers are collecting, how that information is being used, and what rights they have to control access to their data.
Data privacy is a fundamental right, and patients need to be informed and empowered to protect their privacy in the age of AI. They should have access to clear and understandable privacy policies, and they should have the right to opt out of data sharing if they so choose.
It's about giving patients control over their own data rather than treating them as passive data points in a vast AI system.
Exactly. And finally, patients need to engage in the public conversation about AI in healthcare.
Okay? How can they do that?
They can write to their elected officials, join advocacy groups, participate in online forums, and share their stories and experiences.
So it's about making sure that the patient perspective is represented in the development and deployment of AI in healthcare.
Absolutely. Policymakers, technologists, and healthcare providers need to hear from the people who are most affected by these technologies.
And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the world of AI in medicine.
It does. It's been quite a journey.
It has. We've explored the incredible potential of this technology, the challenges we need to overcome, and the steps we can take to ensure that AI is used responsibly and ethically to improve human health and well-being.
We've covered a lot of ground, but there's still so much more to explore.
There is.
Hmm.
It's a rapidly evolving field, and we're just at the beginning of this incredible journey.
And it's a journey that we need to take together.
We do. We need healthcare professionals,
Hmm.
policymakers, patients, and technologists all working together to shape the future of AI in healthcare.
Absolutely. It's a collaborative effort.
So let's embrace the possibilities, address the challenges head-on, and work together to create a future where AI empowers us to live healthier, longer, and more fulfilling lives.
A future where AI helps us to reach our full potential as human beings.
I like that. And until next time, keep those neurons firing, even if they're silicon-based.